Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Whipple with Quest Side Story. Sorry, I will never do that again. Yeah, I'm Andrew Whipple, and we are doing a 15 minutes with Clandestine today. That is from Logic Artists, a very talented group of developers. If you have not played Expeditions Conquistador yet, you owe it to yourself to do so, even if you don't like strategy games. Alright, Clandestine. We've got a lot to show you today in those 15 minutes or something close to it. So let's listen to a cutscene here.
All done. Patched it through to both our offices. Are you getting a signal?
Yep, looks good. I don't know what you hope to get from this, though.
I hope to get nothing. But trusting people has bit me in the ass before, so now I like to play it safe. Thanks for your help, Martin.
Yeah, sure.
Very brief, just so you could see exactly what it was like. Voice acting is not that great in this game. But, as I just said, this is a talented group of indie developers who are trying to travel far outside of their comfort zone, and that is clear here, because if you did play Expeditions Conquistador, that's a tile-based, turn-based strategy game, rather. I could have just went in that other way. And this is a covert ops, third-person shooter, cooperative, whatever. I don't even know where I'm going with this. They've got some throwbacks here, of course. Bond, Born, Hunt, Leon. These are all special things that you can do. I have not really messed with it that much. Okay, so this is what we're going to do right now. We're going to go to London. We're going to just jump right in. And I unlocked all these different things. Alright, so this is a very early on mission. As you pick different types of missions, you'll gain different points and other things to pick. So for me, I always like to carry a silencer. Now they have stats over here, so base damage, accuracy, things like that. I don't know why you wouldn't pick the SR1. It's got much more ammo capacity and its damage is higher. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna go down to ammunition. I can only choose ball right now. There's other pretty cool things that you can do, like the airfoil rounds, which can stun people. And yeah, there's depleted uranium. Some crazy stuff. Remote modems are extremely useful. You're going to see exactly how that stuff works here. I have tried to use the Banshee multiple times. It's really not that effective, in my opinion. It's just a cool, different thing. So we're going to pick 2 remote modems. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, we'll pick the Banshee. Who knows? Maybe I'll use it. Now, there's no way that I'm going to get through this entire mission. As this segment is, it is 15 minutes with a game.
Before we begin the briefing,
and it's just intended to show you what you're kind of getting into.
It's been a rough start.
Watch out, cat.
But it feels like we've all begun to set aside our differences and get into the now.
I'm going to try and skip a little bit ahead of this.
Quite close to identifying a single common destination.
Visual-wise, you've already noticed this game isn't exactly a work of art. But it does what it needs to do in that respect. Because the gameplay should speak for itself. So I'm playing solo right now. And yeah, you can choose different things, but I haven't seen it really make too much of a difference. I know that there's multiple paths that you can kind of take. You kind of just get thrown into this game too. There's not much pretext as to what's really happened, just that you look like Joanna Dark and you're with this hacker dude, which is how the cooperative game works. Somebody takes control of Katya and then somebody takes control of Martin. Now the hacker minigame, I'll jump right into it as soon as they put me down on the ground. It's kind of a cool thing. You've got these 4 different screens and you can look and see where that person on the ground is going to be. Here we go. Alright, so this is how the hacking stuff works. There's the message log up here, objectives, things like that. This is where Katya is, in the bottom right corner. Right there. Good God, look at this cat. Unbelievable. I can click on a security camera and see, I can move it around. I can see what it sees, and then I can actually mark other enemies, which is... well, it's near that computer. I just have to get close. So now that I can see that person, I can actually mark him through the walls. Okay, so I don't think there's anybody else in here. I'm right there, though. So why don't we just move this whole thing around? I'm just going to turn it around right there. You could do stuff like that, or because since I'm playing with myself and there's nobody controlling Martin, you can press the F key, and that will allow him to go into the network and disable something, or get you a code to get into a door. I won't spend too much time with this just because it does look super, super frustrating. That's me right there, the Space Invaders looking dude. So that is a firewall that I'm about to break. Alright, broke the firewall. And this is a computer that's on the same network that I'm about to hack. You can click on this. You get into there. You can read the emails if you want to. I never do. I'm just going to be honest. Sorry, guys, but the story is kind of nonsensical at this point, and I don't really care that much about it. So what I typically do is I go in here and I just hack the hell out of everything because I never get caught. So then I can just look up the stuff where I need to, and actually I'll probably let the administrator catch me right here. Okay, nothing special. I moved just out of the way in time. That's crazy. This cat is relentless. Alright. We'll go up here. Actually, this will probably be a good time to show you. This is where a dead drop is, and that means if I run out of ammunition, I've got all these like little perks to the side. If I'm about to get an alarm, something like that, I could press that and it'll stop it. If I need a med kit, that's cool. There's things like that. Okay, you get the idea of the hacking. And yeah, that person just sees that for the whole game. So a little bit different, that's for sure. So let's move ahead. I don't know how that guy didn't see me. So I don't have a pager. This would be a really good time to use one, though. There is cover in this game, as you can see right here. As long as you shoot somebody, even if they see you and it sets off the alarm, it's just their internal alarm. They would physically need to like press a button to get everybody else in here. All right, so here, check this out. All right, so we're just gonna walk toward him and be like, "Hey, what are you doing here? What's happening?"
Aren't you new?
Started last week.
Cleaning supplies are on the second floor. Remember, you're not allowed in the offices unescorted.
I know. Thank you.
Have a nice evening.
And just like that, yeah. All right, so I'm pointing at it.
Understood, Whisper.
He disables it. That guy just lets me in. Now, I could have just shot my way in if I wanted to. And we're probably going to end up doing that. I mean, I could kill him. There's a couple different ways to play this game. Are they on the first floor? All right, there we go. You can kill everybody, which I've found is actually a lot easier. Much, much easier, actually, because you can exploit the AI. It is not the best. There are glitches and other things that you'll run into. You'll probably see some here in just a little bit. Okay. The radar is really small in the top right corner, so this is where I'm at right now. Tone in on me. There we go. Alright, so we need to spin this sucker around. Or, of course, I could just let him do it. This is a little utility thing. If somebody happens to be right there, I could make it fall on them. Let's go. Let's see. Our first objective is right there in the server room. So I could have probably went that other way. That's fine. Why don't we just go around and we'll get into that terminal right there. That sounds good to me. So we'll disable that. You can only disable one at a time. And the more that you explore, you can find things like intel just hidden away.
Crew allowed in here out of work hours. Keep your head down.
Understood.
Right. So I can go with the theme here and just be part of the cleaning crew. Just walk around probably unhindered. See, that's kind of a cool thing. And then we'll non-lethal take down him because he's not expecting it. Pretty cool thing, right? Okay, so you got to be careful with something like this. There we go, and he fixed it. And I could just throw this weapon, or just drop it. Then I can holster it. They scanned in all these things, so they're super high resolution. If you really want to get all of the information, then by all means. Alright, so we're going to add a modem here, and then we're going to log into the PC itself. So here's the interesting part. I'm right here, so I click on this terminal, and it shows, oh shoot, I got to get down there. It's kind of cool that it marks it for you. I do appreciate that. Alright, we found it. And there we go. Yeah. Information that really doesn't make a difference to us at all. Let's resume, and let's continue. 15 minutes doesn't really give this game the justice that it does deserve, but at the same time, it can be a little daunting to get used to it. You have to actually want to put some time in. And it is a little bit glitchy. It just is. It's totally a different thing. There we go. And he fixed it for me. We'll read some more stuff. Oh, and there's a dossier, which is another little collectible. I really don't care about collectibles or anything like that at all. Matter of fact, I hate them. I think that there would have been a much better way to tell the story. We'll add a modem here too, I guess. Let's see where I'm at. There we go. And we want to go up this way. Well, the music changed for some reason, so I'm going to assume that somebody saw me somehow. If that's the case, you're about to see some bullets. Oh, and if you don't want to read, you just look for stuff like that, download it, and we're good. Alright, so we got the encryption key, so that's beautiful. So you really can just run through these missions sometimes. So he just stared at me for a while because I didn't have my gun out, which is hilarious. So it didn't do anything to me as far as dudes just showing up and doing whatever, but let's move forward. Alright, there's another remote modem. I don't really need to do anything special. So you can't just shoot those either, which is a pain in the ass. I think that's another dossier. Yeah. Ooh, man, that was close. Yeah. So that security guard might actually tell me that I need to go again. And if he does, big deal. So Martin can eliminate those. As I said, lots of little cool things that you can do in the game. I just think that the environments are absolutely huge. They are sprawling, and there's not a lot to do. It doesn't seem, for me at least, having played a bunch of this, it's so much more fun to play with somebody else. Playing alone, it leaves a little bit more to be desired. And, okay, so did I do it in time? I didn't. And that's kind of freaking annoying. I hate that. So if I pressed that little phone thing in time, then I would have been alright. Oh shoot. Alright, here we go. So this is going to be funny. So I'm just going to sit right here, and you're going to watch them all line up. Oh god. Or not. That's usually what I do, and you can exploit the AI like super easy, but I was in a real bad spot, which is friggin' hilarious. Alright, so just for the hell of it, let's see where it leaves me, and I can just I could just screw around here for the last couple of seconds. So we start back from the beginning. Isn't that great? Alright, so there's a dude right there. Boom. And there's dudes up there that don't look like they're shooting at me, but they totally are. And I do think it's absolutely hilarious. This is funny. Alright. I don't know how they would get down here, but it doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to go a little over time, but we're going to see what happens with this. Usually you can see the guys running toward you as well. They hit me once, but not a big deal. I lost sight of her! Were they all really going down there to try and get me? So you could totally be a badass and do dumb things. Here.
Alright, Whisper. You're heading towards the archive.
You'll catch me. Come on. There we go. I just love the sound and the way that they drop. It's hilarious. See, if you shoot those things, it'll just sound the alarm anyway. I've encountered a glitch where as soon as you shoot one, like if I shot one just like this, well, and it actually blew up, and then I went into here and pressed that, it stopped the alarm from going off, but then it would auto repair the machine, or the camera. I've done this in missions too, where I've just sounded the alarm. Here we go. This should be pretty good. Alright, so let's reload. And I've seen guys just come through the doors as well. This is not how you're supposed to play this game. But nonetheless, sometimes it's the easiest way to do it. Send everyone. Someone's down. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is if they didn't see me, they're gonna go over and check the bodies. We've got a man down. And then, oh, now you're dead too. That's suggestive. Alright. I think you've seen enough of this right now. Slow-paced, and lots of different ways to play this game. This is Clandestine from Logic Artists. And again, if you have not checked out Expeditions Conquistador, I totally recommend it. But this is a definite, unique, cooperative formula that deserves a little bit of your attention. Take care now.